themselves, and indeed they are, because you have to provide. Okay, this brings us to our conversation today, Mr. Sambaombe, dealing with financial stress. What a great conversation we have today. This is something that we might hear on a lighter note, but it being conversational, I'll ask you, what should we understand out of this, Mr. Sambaombe?
The issue of stress is topical, especially where we are coming from post-pandemic. We saw businesses going down, other businesses went up, okay, cyclical. Then we saw loss of lives due to the pandemic, all sorts of things. So stress has got many forms, but today we just want to dive into the financial stress itself. When you hear financial, we're talking about money, Moses.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, the financial stress affects millions of people worldwide. Okay.
Yeah.
It is a worry or a pressure you feel when you don't have money, okay, to cover your living expenses. There is that worry, there is that panic that where is my meal coming from this evening?
Yeah.
Since I've had breakfast, now you start worrying about lunch and dinner because you check your coffers, you don't have enough money to cover the expenses.
Yeah.
And we must also understand that financial stress is not just about money, okay? It's also about well-being and quality of life. Yeah. You feel financially stressed because you were taught that Moses, when you go to school, okay, you get your education, you get a job, buy a car, get a mortgage, and then import a wife at home. You are living now. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what society taught you. Now, as you live, things start going the opposite direction. And we are taught that actually when you buy a house, you become wealth.
Yes.
Since you bought a house, now you start inviting everyone, all the family members that I've got a house. Please come and do a visit. We do some rice here and there.
Yeah.
But as you go along the way, those problems that you're encountering every day, it is becoming difficult to resolve them. And all of a sudden, you become frustrated.
Yeah.
Why? Because what your parents told you, what your siblings told you, what your teachers told you at school, it's not working. And I must have, I must say that 52% adults say that they have a negative impact. Rather, money has got a negative impact on their mental health. It's not me saying that. This is just according to a research.
Yeah.
We all struggle to make ends meet at some point. And this is what we call modern stress. It's something psychological, I must say. In a nutshell, that is financial stress, money stress.
Okay. So there you have it. That's Mr. Jones Sambaombe, right on investment at Money on 93.7 Money FM. Breaking down what we have on today, and of course, getting to understand a little further, especially when we talk about dealing with financial stress itself. So if you're just joining in, welcome on board. This is Investment at Money on 93.7 Money FM, right on 93.7. And of course, on Facebook, it is Money FM Zambia. Do like the page and be part in conversation as I'm in conversation with Mr. Jones Sambaombe. He is a financial advisor. Dealing with financial stress is our conversation. And having obviously heard from Mr. John Sambaombe, he broke down that. And of course, we have the point of understanding that what we are dealing with is financial stress. Now, in some understanding, Mr. Sambaombe, they say that stress is stress, whether positive or negative. Stress is stress.
Yeah, love that.
I'm now thinking, what kind of stress are we talking about?
Yes. So there are other forms of stress, environmental stress, work-related stress.
Yes.
Okay. Just from outside a few minutes ago, and it's very hot outside. So I'm thinking of a police officer who's controlling traffic in this weather. Okay. So that's gonna bring some stress. I'm thinking of a soccer coach who is coaching a team training under this weather. That's gonna also bring some stress. So now the stress, the white elephant in the room this afternoon is money stress, financial stress, because what we were taught. And to the viewers and listeners out there, please, you need to stay with me on this. Like Moses said, get a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to share some insights that may change your life. This may be your turning point in life as you manage stress. Some of the things we take them for granted without really understanding what they mean. Stress is caused by a reaction to a circumstance. You see a circumstance somewhere. What matters is how we react to it. It is mismanaged imaginations. You are expecting something, that something doesn't happen according to expectation. In the end, you have stress. Now, financial stress can feel overwhelming, and this could include difficulties in affording basic needs.
Yes.
Okay? We are all not rich. There is a gap between the poor and the rich. Other people fail to afford basic necessities like food, housing, healthcare, education, due to high levels of debt, Moses.
Yes.
Limited job opportunities. You have a qualification, that piece of paper with a signature on it called a certificate, a degree. But you can't find employment. You start thinking aloud. You start thinking too much. You've got a circumstance that I am a degree holder, but I can't find employment. In the end, you become frustrated. Have you seen how you're reacting to the circumstance there, Moses?
Yes.
That's what matters. And overall, the cost of living. When there is a rise in the cost of living, people become stressed because they are scared of losing security. Security in terms of jobs, security in terms of investments and other business ventures. They are not guaranteed of the profits that they have projected they're going to receive at the end of this year. That is stemming from the rise in the cost of living. Now, like I said, stress is the emotional and psychological strain. It is prevalent. Okay? Now, things like inflation, when you see them skyrocket, currency fluctuations, unexpected expenses, living beyond your means, just know that stress is calling, is knocking at your door silently, because it's a silent burden that can take a toll on your mental wealth. Now, stress manifests in various forms, Moses. It could be mental or physical. You see mental disorders. You see migraines. I've got a friend who was battling with it actually. Up to now, he battles with this. Until we discovered that that person was highly indebted. Insomnia, lack of sleep.
Yes.
Moses, all of a sudden, you sleep at 8 p.m. From nowhere, 11 p.m. you are up. Sleep goes. Why? Because you're thinking about money. Okay? money problems, especially if you're also living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
The salary comes, it is already spent. I'm told it's a norm in Africa, not only in Zambia, but it's something that we can manage. Living paycheck to paycheck puts you at a risk of anxiety and depression. All of a sudden, you just start seeing digestive problems,
Yes.
heart disease. I'm taught that sometimes even overweight, okay, weight gain, it may be problematic.
Yeah.
In the past, we used to say, if you are gaining weight, it means that you're living well. But nowadays, weight gain is something else. All of a sudden, you start having memory lapses, concentration impairments, and the mood swings. You report to the office, you just start yelling at people, shouting on top of your voice.
Yeah.
Those are signs that you may be financially stressed. But when you have that stress, and I must dwell a bit on this.
Yeah.
Stay with me. Like I said, there are some things that we are lied to by our parents, by our forefathers. It's not their fault because they were also lied to.
Yes.
We are taught that school is the best education you can get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Failing to differentiate between school and education. Traditional education, where you get a certificate signed by someone that Mr. Moses, we are awarding you this degree. Why? Because you performed so well in the exams, you validated your memory, you memorized the thing that you studied previously for the exam, and then you offloaded them on the piece of paper. So you passed 90%. By getting that degree, you think that, oh my goodness, life gonna be rosy. You even start changing your perception, the way you look about things in society, just because you are educated.
Yeah.
You even relax that, after all, I'm educated, I'm going to find a job. You think that that certificate, that degree that you have, that diploma is money.
Yes.
That master's is money. Now, to borrow a quote from Jim Rohn, who said that traditional education, the classroom education, may give you a fortune, but informal education, rather, let me put it this way. Traditional education will help you to make a living.
Yes.
Informal education will give you a fortune. That's not me saying. That's what Jim Rohn said. Now, another lie that we are told, Moses, is that hard work will put food on your table.
Yeah.
We all have 24 hours. I have mingled with the harms, Moses, the wealth.
Yes.
Most of them, Moses, they really work smart. They look at 24 hours. Okay. In a day.
Yeah.
Now, you work hard, you retire broken and broke. You forgot that actually there is a way of working smart rather than working using the sense of traditional means.
Yes.
We must differentiate. And these two fundamentals must complement each other. There is another lie, Moses,
Yes.
about money. Money, 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 money. The way we define money If you see a person, Moses, who is overweight, it doesn't mean that they are overweight just there.
Mm-hmm.
It is a reflection of the food that they have been eating over time.
Yes.
If you see me with some habits today, it's not today that I have developed those habits. I have developed those habits over time. I am just as a consequence of those habits I have had developing over time.
Yes.
Now, on the issue of money, you were taught that money is a physical thing, like the books that you stuck in your bookshelf.
Yes.
Once you get a book from your bookshelf, if you got 10 books, you get one, you remain with it, 9 books.
Yes.
Because of your neurochemical in your brain that sees that money is a physical thing, and that's the way you've been conditioned, such that you are scared of spending money. That if I remove 100 kwacha from a 1,000 kwacha, I remain with 100 kwacha. Oh my goodness, I'll be poor.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Failure to spend money is the beginning of poverty. Why? Because you're scared of investments. We are taught that and then you
Yeah.
live on that money, you lock your pockets, put
Yeah.
it under the pillow. Meanwhile, inflation is just going up. Have you seen?
Yes.
Meanwhile, modern definition of money, it is as a result of value.
Yeah.
Money is a perceived value,
Mhm.
the value that is attached by human beings. It's a human mind that attaches value to something.
Yes.
The moment you start creating value, you see that money is not a commodity that is always in short supply. It's
Yes.
abundant, it's everywhere, it's in you already. What you just need to do, I have spoken about this several times. You just need to create value somewhere and then money will follow you.
Yes.
Once you follow those steps, once you understand, stress will be an issue of the past.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, Moses, nowadays, whether it's in business, corporate setup,
Yes.
you can't hide stress.
Yeah.
People will tell that, Moses alimuno kuwaka, kwambuka na ambuka. Okay? And then
Yeah.
once you just make a mistake, you share with someone you don't trust
Mhm.
that news because it's bad news. It will go viral using a lift
Yeah.
to reach fast. But when you're sharing good news uses the staircase.
One by one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there you have it. And of course, that's Mr. John Sambaombe, right on investment at Money on 93.7 Money FM. So if you are just joining in, welcome on board. You can be part of the conversation as well via Facebook. All you have to do is check out Money FM Zambia, do like the page, and be part in conversation by obviously dropping in a message. And of course, we'll be right here to read it out and to hear from you will be awesome as well as we are on with the conversation. Dealing with financial stress, well, could be around this time. When you look at this side, there is inflation. You turn this side, there is the cost of living. When you turn this side, there is obviously the prices around you. Turn this side, there is a whole lot of influence that is coming in all directions. So how are we going to deal with financial stress? The reason, Mr. Jones Sambaumbe, he is right in the studios, and of course, he is the resident consultant for investment at Money on 93.7 Money FM. Well, you have said, and so well you will speak, Mr. Sambaumbe. Indeed. So, What else should we obviously pay attention? One of the things that I was well paying attention is the lies that were always obviously perceived and looked at. Interestingly, that's the way it has been. And of course, the narrative has to change. And of course, we have to see it now in a well organized and managed way, especially to deal with stress itself. What else should we obviously pay attention?
Yes. There are signs that you can really pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't create time for your health, of course, at some point, you're going to create time for an illness.
Yeah.
You know, even in the homes that we live in, Moses,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you just see people, loved ones, arguing about money. No, how much? No, how much did I give you? No, how much is my change? You see a fight. Just know that that's a financial stress taking place there. The feeling that you have when you spend money on non-essential items,
Mm-hmm.
you buy stuff that is not necessary. When you go home to sleep, you start thinking about that. So what was I doing? Was that necessary? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I lost money because I really wanted to please people in that club,
Mm-hmm.
pleasing people that don't care. You are in the moment. You start splashing your money, splashing it all over so that they see you that you are living. Mambo nata, and industry exists.
Yeah.
Does that really matter when you are building your career, when you're building your business?
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. You see people, Moses, even at work, whether you are on a bus or in a public place, people are afraid of answering a phone call.
Yes.
They even say that, Ivan Congole, they are calling. But I've told him that I don't have.
Yeah.
That's a signal that somebody is undergoing financial stress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but as you are going through stress, you must build a strong foundation.
Yes.
You are the captain of your reality. You must ensure that you face stress head on.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you receive a bill, you know that this message is coming from a water and storage company, from a utility company. You are even scared of opening it. You are procrastinating that it will just give me more pressure.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
You are avoiding phone calls from creditors. But I mean, that will only make you more overwhelmed because that's not a solution.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up your phone, give them the side of your story. Okay? Avoiding landlords. There is even a saying that when a landlord really depends on one property, I mean, they're so persistent.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you are a tenant. You must take responsibility to pay or communicate. If you can't manage to pay
Yes.
the renters, instead of just avoiding the landlord's calls, because that's not solving a problem. Stress must be erased.
Mm-hmm.
You are a star of your movie. And then, as you are building a strong foundation, Moses, to face stress head on, to alleviate it, your GPS is a budget. Every expense, every transaction that you did during this period must be based on your budget as your financial GPS.
Yes.
Don't wait for things to normalize that. No, I'll start building an emergency fund when I'm okay, when I'm stable.
Mm-hmm.
There is no perfect weather. Even with the fifth departure, you can start building an emergency fund that will really help you to cover unexpected expenses. Set your clear and achievable financial goals. Small steps add up to big progress as you progress.
Yes.
Set up a reminder on your phone for bills. If you know that you've got a bill to pay on 24th of January 2024, set a reminder a week before. That will really enhance your planning and it will help you.
Yes.
This is not things from the textbook. This is practical.
Mhm.
Something that you can do over time and you can become a guru. The world is not so clean now, Moses. You can just go to the internet and get budgeting applications and choose those apps. They're available.
Yes.
They'll really assist you on how to make these budgets. As you go through the stress again, debt is hybrid.
Mhm.
It can be a heavyweight when it comes to stress because you know that you've got a debt obligation.
Mhm.
Look at your debt, list it. You must come up with a strategy on how to address debt.
Yes.
We've seen even at national level, the head of state himself going to negotiate with creditors.
Mhm.
Okay, because he knows how the debt can adversely affect the economic affairs, how it can affect the economic growth of the nation.
Yes.
But even in your individual capacity, even if you don't know, learn to consult how you can tackle debt.
Mhm.
There are several methods that are used to tackle debt because debt is a stressor as well. You agree with me, Moses?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There is a technical term they call snowball method to tackle your debt,
Mhm.
where you pay off the smallest debt first,
Yeah.
okay, and then using the freed up funds. Remember, when you're paying off the smallest debt, you are freeing up some funds, okay.
Yeah.
When you free up funds, you start now tackling the larger debt
Yes.
slowly. When you finish to paying off your smallest debt, don't relax that no, actually I'm okay. Go to the next debt, the bigger debt. Eventually, you see that you have tackled your debt systematically. Another technical term, avalanche method, is an approach where you start paying off high interest debts to minimize the amount of interest that you pay over time. You tackle the high interest rate because there is a time value of money aspect here. And then that will really help you minimize the interest that you pay on, on the debt. Remember, these methods are just methods, but depending on your financial circumstance, depending on your goals, you can pick the method that best works for you. Consider consolidating the debts if it's too much. Debt restructuring. Talk to your creditors, talk to your financial institutions that please, can I have my debt restructured so that I can have one debt, depending on how you negotiate. Now, back to your question, Moses. I was just trying to give a synopsis of how you can build a strong foundation. I knew you asked something about how we can cope up with this white elephant in the room called stress.
Yes.
People no longer even have HWAS. HWAS, for the past, those days we used to take alcohol and then you sleep, you wake up at 12 hours. Nowadays, you take alcohol at midnight, you stop at midnight, 03, you are up because of problems. Problems will wake you up.
Yeah.
7:30, you've reported for work
Mhm.
because of problems.
Yes.
And these problems are financial problems.
Yeah.
Now, as you start managing your stress, anything under the sun is manageable. You don't need to panic.
Mhm. Yeah.
You ought to relax. Why? Because you must also exercise some Christian values. As
Yes.
a Christian, you know that there is a supernatural up there that you connect with.
Mhm.
Relax, because managing stress is vital. Practice mindfulness, meditation. Find alone time. Go sit. Start visualizing things, where you want to go, where you're moving, and the things that you want to have in life.
Yes.
Behave as if you already have them. Do workout, jogging, go to the gym. That is important as far as physical health and mental health is concerned. You must keep your blood flowing.
Yeah.
Seek support, professional support if needed, family support. But I think I'm also taught that even in families, there are gossipers. You share something, it you use an elevator, a lift rather. So trust, look for those who you trust. It could be loved ones, it could be other family members. Share your story. Don't just keep it on your own because it's gonna suffocate you. That's not a solution. Keeping your things to yourself is not a solution. At least you must pick one trusted partner to share the issues, the financial matters that you are going through.
Okay, so that's Mr. Sambaombe. And of course, if you're just joining in, welcome on board. This is Investment at Money on 93.7 Money FM. And getting to at least have a conversation around dealing with stress or financial stress. Could be around this time, especially when you look at this side, you see this, you see this, you see this. Hey, it is what it is. Of course, could be bringing in a lot of stress. Live right on the Money FM Facebook page. All you have to do is check out Money FM Zambia, do like the page and be part in conversation. So you can do the same right on 93.7, having an up close on how we are having the conversation with Mr. Jones Sambaombe. He is, of course, the financial advisor, as well as a resident consultant, right on investment at Money on 93.7 Money FM. Yeah, I should say step by step, I'm getting to at least understand even better and learning both obviously to what really we need to do and handle ourselves, especially in financial stress times. This leads obviously to financial stress around the economic affairs and of course business affairs, even at home, even as an individual, Mr. Sambaombe. I'm now connecting everything all together. What do you obviously have to add on, especially with what you have given us? What should we obviously relate on to, especially in all aspects of activities to do with financial stress itself?
Exactly. You know, you don't need to wait for agreement from somebody else to tell you that you are right. You must know that you have more potential than you think, Moses.
Yes.
Even in adversity, when you have financial stress, you don't need to put things on hold. Life must go on. Saving is very important.
Yeah.
Investments stem from savings. Once you save some amounts and then you put them to investments, like I always say, savings will give you a discipline on how to manage your funds because you know that you've got a responsibility of saving funds every month.
Yes.
Whenever you get that income, you channel it somewhere, and I advise people to automate the savings so they don't touch the hard cash. There are some strategies that you can employ even when undergoing financial stress.
Yeah.
Ensure that there should be some money sitting somewhere on your income account, on your income statement, rather.
Yes.
If you've been dining out, eating out your lunch, consider eating from home or carrying homemade meals.
Yes.
That will cushion your financial pressure. Do that for a period of time. You'll notice the progress in terms of savings. You're under pressure and you want to still shine. Why? You are living a bogus life on social media. But when you go home, deep down your heart, you know that, okay, the life I'm living is fake. In the long term, that's going to affect you. There are some useless subscriptions that you can cancel.
Yes.
Subscriptions that you don't use, cancel them to free up money for savings. Interrogate your bills when you receive your water bill, electricity bill, or any bill from utility companies. Take time to go through your bills. Don't take it for granted that, no, I've already gone through. Sometimes even these utility companies make mistakes. There are human beings behind the computer. Review your bills. When you see a strange trend, go and question them. There is no harm in asking for discounts or looking for promotions online where things are cheaper.
Yes.
Go for those. That's going to help you save some money. Now, just because you've been living a fake life on social media, you are even scared of asking for discounts. You think that, oh, Moses, Moses, save a portion if you know, I'm going to discount.
Just imagine.
Come on, that's your life.
Yeah.
Feel free.
Yes.
And then, please, don't feel shy to ask for support. We are social creatures. You can't survive on your own, Moses. You need me, I need you to thrive. Ask for any government programs, assistance programs, research, because, government always come on board to assist when you have a crisis. But before you say and condemn that, after the government, what can they assist you with? Try to ask around. You may be lucky. They'll assist you on their door. If they ask you to write it, write it later. Instead of just complaining that, because already you're defeated, that, can I go and knock on at the government office to ask if there are any assistance programs? NGOs, knock on their doors. Charities may also offer assistance programs.
Yes.
Not forgetting financial literacy and education.
Yeah.
It's very important. You can improve your knowledge through reading various books on financial literacy.
Yes.
Follow financial blogs, online magazines. They're very informative and educative. Go for online courses, seminars, and workshops. Be hungry for knowledge. Okay? And then you also seek support from trusted partners, not everyone, trusted friends, the loved ones, as well as professionals. They come on board to help. Talk to people that will really give you hope and light in darkness. There's always one person for this.
Yes.
It's not just all gloom and doom. There is one person who always comes out to assist when things are really tough for you.
Okay, so there you have it. And of course, what a breakdown, I should say. Awesome. So you know the sources, you know where you can get what you want, and of course, you know where to at least lean on, especially when you want much as desired information and everything that definitely will assist, especially to deal with financial stress itself. Conversation right on 93.7 Money FM, as well as the Money FM Facebook page. All you have to do is check out the Money FM Zambia Facebook page. Do like the page and be part in conversation, sharing all together. I will have this conversation to go on and on, but hey, time is always factoring in, so it's always no king. Yeah, Mr. Sambaombe, what other things should we pay attention to, especially as we obviously get to deal with stress or financial stress itself around this time?
So, like I said, when you are undergoing financial stress, you are not alone in the journey. Plan ahead rather than being reactive to circumstances. Being reactive doesn't solve any problems.
Yes.
You must always strive to take control of your finances as opposed them controlling you. Because once you allow problems to control you, they'll take you to a place that you don't want to go. But if you're in charge of your finances, Moses, you'll be able to make informed decisions, which is very, very, very important. And again, I am saying take financial literacy and education so seriously. The pace at which the world is moving, I mean, even if they say money can't buy everything, yes, it can't buy everything, but it is essential. It can be used actually to buy an experience. Experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
When you travel, you explore other cultures, you learn a lot. For me, it even beats the traditional education I was talking about, because exposure will make you find something that will humble you.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you are humbled, you come back to your country, you sit down and make some changes to your well-being.
Yes.
Sometimes we tend to wait for people's approval to start doing things. It's not necessary. Sometimes we get distracted by other people's opinions. They're telling you that you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, you can't start this, Moses. You can't go anywhere. You need this and that.
Yes.
You are demoralized. In the end, they tell you that actually there is no money. But who is money? Money is yourself. I was really bent out at some point, Moses. Even during my school days, I used to walk from one campus to another campus. Okay, whereby you know that you're expecting some money from my mother. You're on a last coin. If you know that when I buy cooking oil, this is the last money. You buy a tray of eggs and cooking oil.
Yeah.
Money finishes. Mom calls you, hey, Sonny, I've sent you some money. Those days we never used to have mobile money. It was post office, Swift. You walk to the post office from the campus, and then they tell you that the system is down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now when the system is down,
Yes.
meaning that you need to wait for another day. Then you start going back. You only have one kwacha on your pocket. You just buy popcorns. You just believe in yourself that okay, uh, I'm here for school. I'm here for education. It's all well. Okay, you comfort yourself. You just go back. You start studying. The following day, you go back to the Swift. You find the money is there. Now you're going through academic stress as well as financial stress. You combine the two. Bomb. But it's the storms that we weathered. That's why we are here now. Okay? And life is a journey. And this is very important. The mistake that we make sometimes that we think that the moment you have that job, the moment you have that money, the moment you own that business, you think that that will be the end of the problems.
Yeah.
The only destination is death. And as long as you live, you must be a humble student. We learn every day.
Yeah.
Now, $1 million, trust me, after mingling with the hubs, the wealth, they still have problems. They still need more money.
Yes. Okay. That's Mr. John Sambaombe, right on investment and money. He is a financial advisor. So get to know the best, especially dealing with financial space itself. And of course, all conversations right on the Money FM Facebook page, 93.7 Money FM, and you can be part in conversation either way. So Money FM Zambia, do like the page, and on 93.7, it is obviously well known. So you know what to do each and every day. Mr. Sambaombe, we have to say our bye-byes.
Time flies so fast.
Time flies so fast. Yeah.
Before I say bye, Moses, just allow me a few seconds to say this
Yes.
to the listeners out there and the viewers.
Mhm.
By building a solid foundation, managing data wisely, and seeking opportunities for growth,
Yeah.
you can build a brighter future.
Yes.
You agree with me? But equally important is taking care of your mental and emotional well-being. Very important. Don't just focus on money, because you're gonna crash. You're forgetting about your mental and emotional well-being. You must find balance and foster a positive relationship with money, which is also cardinal. Financial stress may knock on your day, but with the right mindset and tools, you can show it the way out. You can show it the way out. This requires a lot of resilience, knowledge, and determination.
Yes.
And you must ensure that you remind yourself that life is not comfort centric. It's growth centric. As you are going through growth, expect some pains somewhere. That pain will really pay off at some point, regardless of what you're doing. Read Matthew 6:34. It always reminds me that you don't need to worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow must worry about itself. This verse is very important to me, so dear, because it reminds me that I'm not supposed to be consumed by worries over my financial future. Thank you, Moses, and thank you to the listeners as well as viewers for tuning to Money FM.
Yes, indeed. Always a pleasure to have you right on the investment at Money, Mr. Sambaombe.
Thank you, Chase. I'm ready to happen.
Yes, indeed. So that's, of course, Mr. Jones Sambaombe. He is, of course, financial advisor. I say the most trusted financial advisor. Right on investment at Money, he is a resident consultant for investment at Money, and you have been tuned in to investment at Money. Keep it up to money. Do not touch that down.